right, hole 10, par 3, 332 feet. You can see the basket is down at the wood line down there. There is one dead tree to kind of worry about unless you're going lefty or forehand. You kind of makes your hyzer line a lot wider, pushing towards the road. But for this, you know, you have sloping ground, you have it going down towards the river, and you have trees kind of closing in that area. So gotta be careful where you land. Okay, let's try this Tesla again. I think it's short, but deal with it. Okay, pretty outside of the circle here. Nope, not this time. I had a chance with that first one if I would have just committed. Okay, hole 11, par 3, 283 feet. I would call this probably a signature hole here. You're going across the river again. And then through this gap of trees, you have the basket seated way back there. It is, like I said, 283 feet, so not a huge poke to get across there, but, you know, still a really cool looking shot altogether. All right, 283 is not terribly far. I've got a hex. We're just gonna try and keep it straight right at it. I think I got the distance right, I just didn't have the aim right. Okay, hex didn't quite hit the target, but just outside the circle. Lots of headwind here for this putt. Oh, let's go. Okay, hole 12, par 3, 312 feet. I'm showing you a picture here off the pad, and it's still not going to be able to illustrate where the basket is, but you can see how there is this stuff here on the right. That is OB. There are some trees straight ahead. That forms like kind of a barrier. There's a gap in that barrier, and then another tree, and then the basket is down inside of that. So you want to, if you really want to get gutsy, you can go over this stuff. Or you can forehand something if you're a righty, or backhand something as a lefty and get you down there through that gap. Okay, so I am going to forehand a glow resistor, so I make sure to make the turn and start kind of pushing down through that gap and down the hill. Okay, I mean, I'm on the back side of the hill. We'll see what we got. So my shot got to about where I wanted. I would have liked to see it push in through there and get towards the bucket, but this is not bad. So I've got a little kneeling forehand with an entry. Okay, dancing on the pole. All right, hole 13, par 3, 488, I believe the sign says. So you can see the tunnel here. It pretty much just follows this, and it curves a little bit to the right. So to get off pad, you kind of want to stay to the left so that you don't get caught into this stuff over here. So I recommend like forehanding something out to kind of leave you in the tree line, or almost to the tree line on the left-hand side. Okay, I am going to forehand a pretty overstable Tesla, kind of hang it left, get underneath that low branch, see if you can't keep her in the fairway. Should be okay. Okay, so you can see the basket now. It's on the back side of that bush that's in the middle of the fairway. So I'm gonna forehand a pyro from where I landed here. A little bit of an upshot, just kind of go to the left side of that tree and let it crash towards the bucket. Okay, looks like I'm butting over the bush. Whoops. Okay, got a bit of a putt across the ditch here. Outside the circle for sure. And uphill. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's a tough hole. That's a weird line to hit. All right, hole 14, par 4, 666 feet. Yes. This is shaped much like the last one, just a touch longer. So again, we're gonna have wind coming right at us down the tunnel. So you wanna try to keep it on the fairway as much as possible. This stuff is terrible over here on the right, and on the left you have the river. So just be careful. I am gonna forehand a photon and see if I can't snap off about half this distance. Headwind is a little bit troublesome. Oh, that's a drift. Yeah, I believe that's the short pad up there that I am just past. Okay, I just hit the rangefinder. It's about 358. You can see the basket straight ahead now. You do have some protection on the left, and it kind of opens up to the right-hand side. So getting something that kind of flexes over and comes back, probably a good idea. The wind up here now has switched, kind of taily. So I'm gonna take a fission crave and just bite off what I can. Okay, so I'm in this little grove under the tree where the disc kind of punched into. Well, I'm at the edge of circle 2 probably. And I think there's poison ivy in here, so be careful. But I'm just gonna try and lay this up there as much as I can and see if I can't run it. Well, it's a tap in for par. It's all right. Okay, hole 15, par 3, 471 feet. As you can see on the sign, the fairway kind of cuts this way. The basket does on the other side of a water hazard. I mean, if you have 500 feet of distance, feel free to snap it off over top of all this stuff. But for most mortals, you're gonna wanna stay to the left on this fairway, get as far as you can, and then deal with your upshot when you get up there. I'm gonna take a glow resistor, hang it left, bite off what I can. Okay, so as you can see, the basket is on the other side of a little body of water there, a little pond. Glow resistor laid up right here on the edge, so I got a little forehand about 200 feet out. That'll do. Okay, put me inside the circle. Okay, hole 16, par 3, 382 feet. You can see the basket way out there. You do have a wood line all the way around the left, and it kind of cuts over early on the right. So big forehand, nice turnover, should get you up there. Okay, for a turnover shot, got a really lightweight Insanity. Let's see what this can do. We do have tailwind, so I don't know how well this is going to work. Working. Not going to get all the way there, but it'll do. Okay, tailwind kind of stabled it out. I'm about, I don't know, 60 feet out. I'm going to take a little stepper at it and see what happens. Oh, dang, close. All right, hole 17, par 3, almost 500 feet. You can't see the basket because it's behind that tree way the heck out there. So we're way up on the top of a hill, so you get to bomb one out. 500 feet from the top of the hill, still quite a punch, but let's see what we can do. Okay, so it's feeling like tailwind up here for now. So I'm sure it's doing something different out there. So I'm just gonna send a Proton Octane out there. It's flippier, see what we get. Okay, not bad. I'm looking around the backside of the tree. All right, so I'm probably outside circle 2 here. It's a jumper or a stepper, between the two somewhere. So just gonna try and take a little run at it. Well, not enough juice, but she's up and under for the 3. All right, hole 18, last hole here, par 3, 323 feet. You can see the basket is dead straight away. If I'm not mistaken, there was trees here at some point. They may have died off, or a tree at least, to make you kind of go one way or the other, but as it is right now, it's a straight shot. So take something straight that goes about 323, and you got yourself a win. Okay, let's take that Tesla again, send it up there. Yeah, I do believe that is parked. Ending on a 2.